season 5, second episode. Welcome back to Bachelor Buzz, the best place to come for updates on your favorite reality TV dating show and the latest in Bachelor Nation news. We're your hosts, Arena.
And Julia, and today we are talking about The Bachelor in Paradise. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, we have our background here. It premieres July 7th, Mondays. And I mean, this is a very controversial, very iconic, very probably dramatic season ahead of us.
Yeah.
We have both the traditional age group, the whatever bachelorette contestants, and then we also have the golden bachelor and golden bachelorette contestants. We still don't know everything about what's going to go down, but we're sharing today with you guys what we do know. So let's just get into it. What do we know about this crazy thing?
Yeah, so
They call Bachelor in Paradise.
So let's first go through the details of, first of all, they did not have a season last year. They skipped it. And I think that was to revamp and revisit what they were doing because the ratings for that season prior were low.
Very low. And also that was like the same time that they had added the Golden franchise. And that was so successful. They just wanted to put their eggs in those baskets. And it was rightly so. I mean, both those seasons were pretty successful. You know, Joanne's season, is that her name? Joan.
Oh,
sorry.
Joan.
Man, things go fast. Joan's season, you know, she's still with Chuck. So like, you know, it was a huge success. But now we're back. New and improved.
New and improved. So now they have moved to a different location. They used to be in Mexico on a beach, literally, in conditions that were not so great.
Yeah.
And now
crabs and sweat.
Oh, mosquitoes, just bugs and just a lot of stuff, guys.
Yeah.
But now they are it's Costa Rica, right? That they are at a resort, like a beautiful,
real resort. They have like swim up pools in the rooms.
Yes.
They have roommates. It's not like quarters, like how they had like the girls' quarter, the men's quarter, or the boys. These are just roommates paired. So I think that will be an interesting dynamic also to explore. To kind of just see how these people interact, not just with the opposite sex, but like with each other. I think just a lot more like roommate dynamics. So that'll be kind of
college when you get a roommate. And then you're just like put into the dorms.
Oh my gosh, like they are gonna have drama too. I'm actually looking forward to that drama.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice to see like just a mixture of different drama instead of what it was in the past. And also they will have they'll be like alternating rooms apparently. The two men in a room, then two women, then two men, two women. So they're not even doing separate wings like they've done in the past. And so it's going to be very beautiful, like we talked about. Hannah Brown is joining now as one of the not like hosts, but kind of like Wells, but a little different.
She's going to be the champagne girl.
Yeah,
but really, she's there as like another ear, another voice of experience and reason, which by the way, she came out with a new book. I'm really excited to read it. Remember I read her book last year? It was so good. It's like a little rom-com book. It's really cute. And this next one that she made, actually I think comes out tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Or at least on Kindle. It like premieres tomorrow. I was trying to download it.
She was doing this for it, so I know.
Yeah, no, I'm extremely excited to read that book. I've been on a very much like murdery psychological thriller kick for a while now. But I really liked her last book, The 4 Engagement Rings of Sybil Rain. So it's kind of got that Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo vibe in the name, but you know, I think this could be good. And actually, is this I don't remember who. All right, whatever. I was thinking, is this a like sequel to her first book? I don't remember who the first book's character's name was.
I don't think, or is it?
Huh?
I want to say because I listened to her part of. She was talking about it on Bachelor Happy Hour. I listened to part of it, and she was talking about her book, and I want to say maybe she did.
What the name of the book?
Continuation of it. Or like the person, the character?
Oh no, Emma is no, it's different. It's different characters, I think.
Well, she's doing really well, and
Anyways, I liked it.
she's going to be on the beach, and she will be, like you said, another ear to listen. And apparently, according to Wells, a lot of people went to her for advice and things.
He
So,
was jealous.
well, because it's kind of like, I don't know.
I
It's Hannah
mean,
Brown. I don't know.
and she's been on it. So, like,
Yeah.
she was actually on Paradise, right? For a hot second.
I don't. Oh, she came to visit, like,
Oh,
yeah,
she
the last
visited.
season that they had it. And then, of course, she was on the show on Bachelor, and then she was the Bachelorette, and she's one of the most famous, well known
Yeah.
people
Hmm.
to come out of Bachelor
They
Nation.
treated her like royalty when
There.
she was on Paradise.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
She's
like,
just like a really good vibes kind of person, and she can get along with like a stick, you know? So I can see her like talking to people and giving them advice. I mean, Wells is also that role, but I think that like for him, it's been a while. I mean, he was on the show so long ago.
yeah.
He's married, you know, like it's like, I don't know how much like real world advice he's giving nowadays. Like,
It's been a while. I think he's getting
mhm.
more into that stage of not elder statesman, that's insulting, but more of like the guy that, yeah, is from maybe the last generation of Bachelor. And he even made that comment in his interview, right? That he felt like the Gen Z, like the young ones, were so lame and boring.
Different.
And they
Yeah.
were just like, and he also said, though, it's a different vibe, right? Because when he was on Bachelor in Paradise, socials was just becoming a thing, Instagram
So
was just becoming
true.
a thing. So
Yeah.
now
People
he's
were
like,
not like curating their personalities
yes.
online.
Yeah. And he's like, that's a thing now. And he's like, it just wasn't a thing when he was doing it. So, yeah, that's
They're like
well.
so much more guarded. You
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah. So what we're referencing everyone is that we watched the Bachelor Happy Hour episode with Wells
Well, yeah.
and Grocery Store Joe and Serena. Serena?
Yeah, Serena. Yeah, and Grocery Joe. Grocery Joe. So
He will always have that nickname
he
in my
will.
head.
For everyone.
But yeah, yeah. So like they talked about that a lot. So it's like the energy. And actually it was funny he said that like the younger kids were actually more like did he say boring? He kind of said less adventurous
Yeah, he said that.
than the Goldens. And
Mhm.
apparently the Goldens will come on later in the season. So I don't know how much later, but like I think first we're gonna see the younger generation and then the Goldens will join.
Yeah.
But he said that the vibes are so different because like, these Goldens, they have like nothing to lose. It's
Yeah.
like they're not worried about their grandparents yelling at them or their parents looking disappointed or even their kids really being embarrassed. It's like their kids are not in high school. They are really just doing their thing. They're living their life. They're just sitting there saying YOLO and like
Yep.
having fun on a beach.
Yeah.
And they're like sillier about it. And I really
Yeah.
love that. I think that that maybe really is what it's been missing because people are getting like less inclined to be adventurous.
Yeah.
So this might be what they need.
I think
So it
so.
should be
And
interesting.
like you were saying, for the younger people, you tend to, not always, but you tend to focus more on things that don't matter as much when you're younger,
Hmm.
regardless of what your life experiences have been. And I think when you go through real life experiences in loss, more loss, and continuous loss, and things like that, you get a real perspective for what
Hmm.
is important. And that's also part of why the Goldens are just so carefree and free spirited and genuine and aren't as focused on curating their lives, which I'm not knocking that because this is what we live in, this is our world. But
Yeah.
even though there's some of them are really on socials, it's just a different perspective, different approach and vibe. So I'm excited to see that. And I'm also interested to see, yeah, how they interact with the younger cast. But I thought we could get into who's going to be there as well.
Yeah.
Let's start with the younger cast.
Let's hear it.
So
Okay.
let's mention first Dale Moss. Because this is a big one that people were like,
Zale. People
what?
were like surprised, but really like good for him. I'm kind of like rooting for him because I feel like he got a bad rap, but in the end, he didn't really have time to like get to know Claire. It's
Yeah.
not like he really won her over. Like they just had a good connection and she was very interested. in him. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen the season in a long time, but I'm kind of feeling that maybe this is a good thing for him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
everyone
think
deserves
so.
love. He didn't really do anything wrong. He just broke up with her, you know.
Yeah. They weren't meant
Um,
to be. And now
they
she's
weren't.
married with a child, so
She's good.
she's
Yeah.
doing just fine. Although word on the street is that she kind of acts like, of course he would go back on the show. I don't know
Girl,
what
don't
happened in the
talk. She was on
relationship.
like 700 seasons of
Not my
Bachelor stuff,
business.
so
Not my business, but
yeah.
but yeah, so Dale will be there, and Dale's 36 now, guys. So he is not quite golden, but he's also not 25. Well, golden in the Bachelor
He's a
world.
geriatric
The Bachelor world,
millennial. Just
yeah.
kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
He's
Um,
more like, middle.
I mean, he's
He's more
yeah,
mature.
he's one of the older ones, but that's a good thing. I mean,
Yes.
like he's the kind of guy who maybe needs to mature before he's ready to settle down.
And that's
So
most men, I feel like sometimes. So I feel like he is going to be more inclined to find a serious relationship than some of our other faves that are going to be on the beach this summer. And that's okay too
yeah.
because it's a time of life thing, right? So
Mhm.
that's fine. So we have Dale, and then we also have maybe let's go with Alex from Grant's season.
Yeah. Speech
She's
therapist.
there, yes, from Canada. So she will be there as well. And then we have
Bailey.
Bailey from Grant's season. So she was the girl that was really into socials and had the wig that she gave
Oh
Grant to
yeah, the
wear.
short hair.
Yeah.
She
Um,
looks cute. She has braids now.
yeah, she has braids for the summer. That's definitely a good idea when you're going tropical. And then Brian from Jen season, who was the guy who started something, I think, with Jeremy, when Jeremy rolled up in his car.
Oh, with his car.
Yeah, and then Brian was just very not cool about it, kind of weird.
Mhm.
Something like I think he wanted to drive it or something. I don't know. There
Yeah,
was
didn't he
something
like
that
say
happened.
to get out of it or something?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
weird.
weird. So that's all I remember,
Whatever though, we got to give him another chance. Like
and that's
there have
what it
been so many
is.
seasons of Bachelor in Paradise where like the weird people who we didn't like come on and you're like, "Oh my God, they're actually so misunderstood. They're sweethearts." You know, like
Yeah.
we got to give him another chance.
And
So, good luck, Brian.
yeah,
Don't make it
good luck.
weird.
Please don't.
Mhm.
Bachelor in Paradise is a redemption.
It
Redemption
truly
season
is.
for
It's
so many.
almost it really it's like paradise lost. It's almost like a purgatory, right?
It is. It
Although
is.
not quite without the crabs,
That. Ooh,
but
yeah.
whatever.
There'll be something.
This
There
time
will be
they have
something.
walk up pools, but
Woohoo.
yeah.
um,
Next we have Hakeem, which we are excited
Vicky.
about. Hopefully no
Aw.
snakes.
Oh, I know. And his eye, he'll get so wet. He'll be like, who
Yeah.
wouldn't pick him? He seems like such a nice guy. And he was one of the bright lights in Gen Trans season.
Yeah. We were all rooting for him.
So yeah, I hope he meets someone on the beach. I don't know who it will be, but I hope he does meet someone. Then we have Jeremy, who was top 4 on Gen season. Um,
Yeah. I don't really remember him, but wasn't he like the dark horse? No
yes,
one expected him.
yes, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
but good for him. You know, I'm excited. I actually think he turned out to be a good guy, right?
He's okay. Word on the street, he was
He's
hanging out with
okay.
Devin, so I don't know. But I
Oh,
don't want to judge
red
because I don't know how many of them
flag.
were hanging out with Devin, but I don't know.
Well,
But Jeremy, do your thing. I hope you have fun on the beach. I'm sure you will. Especially because it starts out with less girls than boys. Well, less women than men. So,
yeah. All right.
yeah.
Next we have Jess Edwards, who we liked her. She was kind
Jess!
of yeah, she's really nice. Like we've
Yeah.
talked to her on Instagram.
Mhm.
So but she was also kind of like one of the drama people
She was
on
involved in it. Yeah.
yeah, on
Season.
who was it?
Joey's
Joey's season?
season. Yeah. There were like
Oh, she looks
30
pretty.
women on
Hmm.
Joey's season. So it was
So
a
many.
lot. Yeah. And yeah, she went brunette. So, and she looks beautiful as brunette too. So happy to see her there. And then who do we have next? Who was a favorite?
Jonathan. We
Jonathan.
love him. Who I think looks like James Franco.
Yeah, and he didn't he like
He
say
kind
like
of agreed with me. He's like,
yeah,
I see it. It's the smile. I was like, exactly.
yeah, but like a better version of James
Yeah, more tan.
So yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
but he's
be
cute. He's a
there.
great guy. And then we have Justin,
Just
who
yes.
I always have had mixed feelings about him.
Mm.
You know, I don't think he had the like he was on Paradise Another Year. He
Yeah,
was on there before.
yeah,
I
and he
didn't
was
love him there, but I liked him with Susie. But
yeah,
now I don't like him because they broke up and it
they
felt
broke up.
like a weird breakup.
I don't know what
So I don't
happened.
know. I got my eye on you, Justin. I'm watching you. Don't mess up. Don't break anybody's hearts. Don't be weird. Yeah.
Um, then we have Kat. Kat's back.
Cat. Yeah.
Kat is from Zach Shawcross season of The
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor. She's good friends with a lot of the women that came from that season, including Charity. And she started a podcast with Charity. I don't know how it's doing, but
Mm-hmm.
they started a
Yeah, she's friends with a lot of people. She's
yeah,
friends with Wells. Wells is like she's one of my favorite people. And
that's
like
right.
she was crazy on this season of Bachelor in
She's
Paradise.
great for
Like
TV, guys.
she's
She's
great for TV. She
great
must
for
have a
TV.
much softer
And like
I don't know, like
one on one.
personality, character. She must have good character. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I remember like no one could stand her a little bit. So I'm surprised to hear that. But again, like we don't know these people. So I'm excited to see her in a different light,
Yeah.
see how she does. Best of luck to you, Kat.
Hmm. Then we have Kyle, who I'm sorry, I did not know him. Kyle Howard of The Bachelorette season 17. I did not really know much about this man. So they're bringing back some definite
Well,
like
that was with
people
Katie
from
Thurston.
previous seasons.
So
Oh, so he was on
mhm,
Justin Glaze's when he was on Katie's season. Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like that was just so long ago. So yeah, I actually am really glad to see that they're pulling people
Yeah.
from past
Giving people
seasons.
opportunities
Although
and
they're
these
taking a lot of Joey's girls.
they are.
Here we have
Lexi.
Lexi. Yay.
Lexi, yay, good to see her.
She started her own dating
That's
like
right.
company. I think it's
Yeah.
called In the Wild Dating, where it's like in-person meetups for singles
Mhm.
at bars, and apparently it's very successful.
Yeah.
I guess it hasn't worked for her yet, so she's here, but you know, I
Welcome
really
back.
like her. We loved her, you know, on Joey's season.
Yeah.
And her exit was really heartbreaking, but
Made sense.
um I think she's found a lot of support in the
Yeah.
community. What does she
She
have? PCOS or
endometriosis.
endometriosis?
Yeah. And
And
I think like there are already two guys, well, two or three guys that are on the older range here in this cast so far. And if they keep
mhm.
bringing in guys like that, I think that would be good for her because they're guys that are
Yes.
more serious and ready to settle down and get it done. You know what I mean? So
Oh my God. But literally, we
playing
still
around.
don't know if the Goldens are going to be hitting on these people. What if Dale ends up with an older woman like Claire,
I don't
like
think
how we
he
did with
will.
Claire?
I
That
feel
would be
like
so
I have an
funny.
idea of what
It'd
his
be
type
like,
is. I don't know. I don't
maybe
know.
it's Lexi,
I think it's Lexi and Kat. I think that's his type
Cat.
out of this cast
Yeah.
so far that we see. No, we don't know who's going to
Yeah.
come down later. But for me, that's what I'm seeing. But then we have Ricky, who is on Jen's season, but I think he went home night one, right?
I
So
don't recall this man.
he was a,
Sorry,
I think he
Ricky.
was a baseball player. I'm sorry, Ricky. Yeah. So there's always that one though, or two that come up that went home night one from a more recent season of The Bachelor or Bachelor. So that's Ricky this
Yeah,
year.
but it's good. Like it gives them a second chance. You know, once again, Grocery Joe
That's
went down on
right.
night one and he found love on Bachelor in
Right?
Paradise. So
Yeah.
I'm hopeful for these people. They didn't have their chance, you know. Now the next one, we probably gave him way too many
Ah,
chances. We have Sam
McKinney.
from Jen's season.
But he was right
Sam
about
M. He
Devin.
was right about Devin.
So
Well, a broken clock is right twice a day.
he's keeping the main thing, the main thing.
The main thing. I just hope this man
It'll be
ugh,
interesting to see
speaks
how
from the heart, I guess. I don't
who's
know.
he gonna be? Is he gonna end up in any type of relationship with anyone, and who's that gonna be? Because I mean, come on, if you saw that season, that was an abysmal season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see with Sam M. Um, I I wonder if his friend Thomas will be showing up unless he's in a relationship.
Oh my God.
I kind of
No, I
wonder.
think Thomas is coming.
Is he?
I thought he was, but he's not on this list. Okay.
Well, people show up.
Yeah, they can just show up. So next we have Spencer, who's
Spencer, we
also in
liked
Jen's
him.
season. Yeah, I
He
don't
was
really
the
remember.
he worked with what did he do? Something with I
He a
think he owned
vet?
his own company, something with animals. Oh,
Was he
pet
a vet?
photography, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, something like
Or
that.
just
Yeah.
photography? I think it was pet photography. I don't know. Apparently he got a glow up though for this season, so that will be interesting to see if who he ends up with and who he's interested in. And then last but not least of the younger cast is Zoe. I really like Zoe. I've grown to really like her more. I think that
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning of Grant's season, she started to get a villain edit, but I always kind of felt like I don't know. I always felt like maybe there's more there. I didn't really want to judge her too much, but I think that she just didn't come across very well on TV at first.
Yeah.
So I hope she meets someone, but I don't know. I think she's great. She's beautiful. She's smart. But we'll see if she meets someone through this way. I know she'll meet someone,
Yeah.
but through this way, the Bachelor franchise, I don't know. Hopefully, but it's kind of
Best of
hard.
luck, Zoe. I'm excited to see how she goes. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like she's just one of those girls where it's like when she was on Grant season, it was like one guy and she had to like prove herself to him.
yeah,
But this time it's going to be many guys and she
yeah,
can really take her time,
yeah,
decide who's right for her. And I'm just
yeah,
excited to see her in that like position of better standing and like more
yeah.
power?
And for
Like
them
that's what
to
she
show
needs.
her that she's worth it, that'll
Hmm.
be so nice and
Yeah.
validating and just show her that she's quality and deserves that. And that's what I like
Hmm.
about Paradise in general is that The
Same.
Bachelor and Bachelorette are so hard to be on because when it comes down to it, there's only really very small group of people that come out of that are popular and that are shown off, right? And the producers also choose who they like the most too, and they give those people chances to be with the lead early on in the season.
Yeah.
But with Bachelor in Paradise, it's like open season for everyone and
Hmm.
anyone rather than the favorites. So
Yeah.
it's nice. I really like that. Golden hour.
Okay, let's talk who's here. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, one of our favorites,
Yeah,
April. April's on
April.
there. We love her again. She's really nice. We've interacted
Yes.
with her a bunch on social media.
Mhm.
She's like such a cool lady.
Yeah, so happy to see her
She's like
there.
a love and relationship psychologist. So, like, even if you just follow her as like herself, not
Mhm.
as like this person who was on Bachelor,
Yeah.
Golden Bachelor, she's just like she posts a lot of cool stuff. So, I'm
Yay.
excited. I feel like she definitely needs to be also like in that position of like choosing somebody.
Mhm. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see who she connects with as well because I'm kind of
Hmm.
curious when there's more men and different types of men to choose from. Then we have CK. CK was so cool. He's from the LA area. He followed us on Instagram, so thanks, CK. So it'll be nice to see him on the beach. Of course, Gary will be there as well, the godson of Tina Turner.
Crazy.
So
So
that will be
funny.
really great
And
to see
Leslie.
Gary. Yes, Leslie, our dancer, our choreographer, and former girlfriend of Prince from Minnesota, will be there. So I'll be excited to see who she's interested in too, because like I said, even with April, it's nice to see maybe a little bit more who people are actually more attracted to and who their type is,
Yes.
because there's more men available and for the guys more women available. So it'll be nice to see rather than just the one
Yeah.
that you're like
Hmm.
you start to like because they're the one. So let's
I
see.
definitely feel only that way about women though. I like don't care about the men.
I
I'm
know,
like, yeah,
really.
he'll find
I don't
someone.
really, yeah. I
It's
really
like
care.
the
It's
girls,
like
I
I
really
like
want them
more.
to really learn who
Yes.
they who
Yes.
they are gonna be with.
Yes. And then I kind of want to be like, okay, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I
You
do
know
enjoy that.
best.
That's why I like The Bachelorette so much too.
I know.
So I hope it
All
gets
right.
better. So we also have Jack, who was the funny chef, right? He was a chef, right, from Chicago.
I think so. I liked him
He's a
for
trip.
Joan.
He's really
Yeah.
funny. We have Kathy, who has the podcast as well, and we also have
Yes.
well, so we'll see what her type is.
I'm excited for her. She also has had a huge glow up and just like I feel like she has really just like found herself and just like come I don't know, it's just like nice to see her thriving after
Yeah,
the season. So
yeah,
to see her going on this, it's just going to be really fun to see her in this new light. She's had such a glow up, you know.
she has. And then we have. Wait, I lost my place
I
here.
know we're
Wait.
different. We're definitely looking at different lineups. So I'm like scrolling to catch up with you. I don't know. We have, did we mention Kim is on
No, we have
here?
not
That
mentioned
man,
Kim,
Kim,
the
the
former
man.
Navy captain.
Yes, he is the one who made up the shanty,
The song,
the
yeah.
song. That
I
was cute. I love that they all
like
sang it to
him.
her.
Yeah, that was nice. He was so into it.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. On my list is Keith, who we thought
Keith.
might go top
I
four,
liked him too.
but we did not, and he went home. But that'll be fun. He seems like he'll be a fun guy to be around and bring some life to the party. Natasha. I
Natasha.
really like Natasha. She's very positive. That's part of what she does for a living too, just very positive vibes and everything. So that'll be cool to see her there. She's good for the beach. And then lastly, we have RJ, who I think, I don't know when did he go home night one?
I don't remember. I
He might
don't
have been home
recognize him,
night
so
one.
probably.
Yeah. So,
I'm
yeah.
so like, yeah, it's like I struggle even with the people who went far.
Well,
So
it's
I'm
in the
not
top.
sure in that, but again, I'd love to get to know him again
Yeah.
in the Paradise format. So,
Okay. So that's pretty much what else? Is there anything else do we have any predictions? Do we want to talk about anything about that before we wrap up?
um, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, it honestly is with a like kind of more like wild group of the Goldens. I feel like
Mhm.
April, Kathy, Keith. I feel like these people are just going to be really fun,
Yeah,
So I'm
they are.
excited to see how they,
They'll bring it. They'll bring it for sure.
yeah, they will bring the energy. Oh, and
Mhm.
Leslie, like these
Leslie,
people are very like
Dave.
youthful.
Yeah.
So I really am interested to see the dynamic between them and the younger crowd. Like,
Yeah.
will they be sharing life lessons? Will they be sharing, dates? It'd be
Yeah.
really fun to have like a double date with like two
Right.
Goldens and two young,
Mhm.
like that might be really fun. And I'm curious to see if there's some sort of like invigoration between the two
Mhm.
age ranges
Yeah.
that results in like a very positive thing, So I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah. And I'm just like excited to have Paradise back. It's nice. And it's our first Paradise season that we're
I
recapping.
know
So
it is.
this will be
I hope they don't let
very
us down.
interesting.
Better be good.
I know. Well, they say there'll be some stuff, but who
Yeah, they
knows?
do. Wells
Every
did
season.
say there are some wild twists.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there's more twists, which
Yeah,
I like. I think they're trying
I love
to
twists.
do a little bit more of like yeah, I mean like twists and like games. I think they're trying to do that more, which I really like
Yeah.
because I feel like these people are just waiting around for weeks to go on like one
Yeah.
date to
Yeah.
like paint each other,
Boring.
Yeah, so I really hope they do more like games and stuff. Kind of like
Yeah.
on Love Island where it's like they compete and then the winners get some sort of
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool. Like the winners should go on the date. Like that would strengthen their connection. You
Hmm.
would want to be with the winner. So
And it's more entertaining for the audience to be intrigued and not just watch a bunch of people laying around and talking because it's more interesting. And, looking at all the other reality TV dating shows, like you're mentioning,
mhm,
they are there's more to them. And you have to compete with those shows if you're going to remain and continue on with Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor franchise shows, because, it's kind of boring just watching them on the beach. I don't find that as
yeah.
entertaining. So it'll be fun to see them in games and competitions and twists and turns, and adding
Yeah.
Hannah B is a nice thing. Hannah Brown is a
Hmm.
nice thing because she's so popular, so they want to get people in too to watch. So I look forward to it. So our next time,
Yeah.
guys, you'll see us will be the week of July 7th because we will be talking about the premiere of Bachelor in
Together.
Paradise. Yes, together. I will be on that side of the country, and we will be talking about Bachelor in Paradise. And as always, don't forget to rate us 5 stars, but only if you rate us 5 stars should you leave a review.
Yes, and definitely like and share.
Subscribe.
We would love to hear about what your thoughts are on this. Like
Mhm.
this is a very unexpected twist that they've already thrown us.
Yeah.
So everything is just up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen. So if you guys have any ideas or like questions that you want us to dig into, let us know. And we're really excited. I'm excited for this new season.
Yeah,
So,
me too. Well, it's so nice seeing you guys, or listening, or
yeah,
you listening to us and seeing us. And
listening, seeing us. Yep,
see you
love
next
it.
time.
All right, bye.